How's it going? Back at it again, and I said on the last episode we were ready to make a shakeup, and I think this might be the biggest trade of the series yet. We're gonna send Estevan Tejada, who has 89 potential and at a very premium position. We're gonna send Saw Lacey and Caleb Ferguson to make the budget right, and it's gonna suck losing Ferguson, and obviously it helps to raise, but I think this is what we need to do in order to continue to compete. It's time to upgrade. We need a better third starter, and I think Baz can do that. And he was the Rays' fifth starter, and he pulls in a premium. So that leaves a roster spot open, and I debated calling up Newton Odell, and he's off to a great start, and he is the second best relief prospect in baseball, but I'm going to use this opportunity to bring up Dominic Tuttle and let him make his MLB debut, the second player we got from the Brady Singer trade, and he's 28 years old. He's definitely good. He's going to be a lot better. Hits per nine is in a good spot. I like a lot of his numbers, and I think he's ready to play. He was shut out in the minors. It's time to call up Diego Cabrera. Or do we just bring up one of the Class A guys? Well, we do got Oliver here. I mean, we could. I don't think it hurts calling Diego up. Let's bring Oliver up. And then we'll call Diego Cabrera up to AAA. And with Estevan Tejada gone, that opens up another spot for a bat. And we could go Tierney, or we could go Kareem Watkins. And I'm kind of interested in Watkins. I'm favoring him, but Tierney's power is very intriguing as well. So let's actually do Tierney. We'll bring him up to AA to make his debut. So Shane Baz will slot in as our third starter. And Miguel Lopez is definitely on watch the rest of the month, and so is Gavin Williams. And we're definitely going to be mindful of how they perform. It's really time to show up for both of these guys. And with that trade, I think we freed up a little bit of budget, so making a trade might be a little bit easier. I have some people in mind. I've been browsing a lot before we started the stream, and got some intriguing players for sure. Chad Bennett will go to his natural position, and Tierney will play his natural position of third base. We just continue to add on to the team. We lose Tejada, but we gain Tierney. And Tierney has a lot of upside, and obviously Tejada probably had no spot really to make the team. I value Chad Bennett higher. I like his skill set and speed, and I think that bat can come along, and obviously with his potential dropping, that just hurts him even more, and I think he will provide value to the Rays in about 2 years when Junior Caminario's contract runs out, and the timeline for him to be a Roy seems to be around that point. And just to look, I think we definitely improved the Rays farm system. They have Esteban Todd as their sixth best prospect. He wasn't even on our top 20, and he wasn't even a top 20 shortstop. But he is there now, and they got him on the active roster. I'd imagine we'll see a move with him moving down. Yeah, they have too many people on their roster, so they're going to have to figure it out. They have a surplus of pitching, and Lacey is controllable, and he can play. But really, the trade is for the relievers. Ferguson slots in very nicely there. They got a Chad Bennett of their own. Interesting. But obviously, you got Tejada down here, but he definitely, I think, has higher potential than Williams and Cabrera, younger at 23 years old, and he will help them. No doubt about it. And here's the series against the very bad Cleveland Guardians, and we should be getting some wins in this series. So let's hop into the first game, and we're going against Andres Vega, a left-hander. Seeing Donaldson grow very strong so far. I mean, he's up there with the home run hitters on our team that we pay a lot of money to, so a very respectable season. We could go Langford here. It's intriguing. Santander, obviously fun. We do a lot of Donaldson, so maybe we should defer away. Let's go with Langford again. Why not? Langford's been on kind of a tear the past couple weeks, too. He's up to 226. And that's good for him. And, if he could finish around 245, 250 for the year, the trade worked. Obviously, we had to get rid of Melendez. We made a couple trades so far this year. We haven't had to do that because, the teams we put together kind of worked from the beginning. But this team has been shaky. And we're a game above 500 going against Cleveland, and we should do well in this series. Here's Gavin Williams going up against his former team. And Freeman hit a home run. That's a base hit. And I mean, if Williams doesn't put it together, his days here in Kansas City are numbered, to say the least. I'm not afraid to trade him. And if I trade him, I'm going to probably get something pretty good back. I'd like to keep Williams because I do like using him. But if he can't pitch good when I don't use him, he doesn't provide the $20 million value that he has, so. Here's Andres Vega going against Langford. 98 from Vega. Langford holds. And a swing and a miss on Langford. Garcia ties the game with a home run. Here's Noel, base hit. Alva Mendez, who has been recently added to the trade block along with their top pitcher. And Langford, Wick makes the play. Now Vega against Langford again. Challenging Langford, and he just can't get to the bat's ball quick enough. Oh, come on, man. We barreled it. A little bit too early. And he's nasty. He goes right after you. Cortez in the game now.
1-0.
And that one hit the outfield, but hanging, and Langford looks to be empty on this one, and we do get the win off Keith's sac fly. We had to play small ball to beat the Guardians in game 1, but we'll take what we can get. And we accidentally simmed the first game of Tierney. Wanted to get his debut in, but let's actually make sure Tierney isn't one of those players with a generic stance. Generic stance 1. That's righty. It's a power, guys, so. I will give that one for Tierney. He didn't get his first hit anyway, so I guess we didn't miss much. Fajita also has struggled to start his young career in Double-A, but I'll be patient. I think he'll be fine. Might take him a year or two, but I think the hitting will get there. You know, Bronson Aaron took a couple years, and now look at him. He's hitting 270 and definitely putting together his best season.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
Here's Tierney. Oh, we're back again after the stream cut out. Last night I kind of just said F it and went to bed, so
1-2.
here's Tierney. We're still on the 1-2 count. And Tierney with his first at-bat of the game. That is hit on the ground, and it will be the pitcher who makes the play.
The batter number 1, second base.
And I really hate when the stream cuts out. I don't want to merge videos, it takes a long time, but
1-0.
and for you guys and this stuff, I'll do it. But I contemplated just saying F it and just saying this was just a video and kind of recapping what happened the last video, but we'll just put it together and keep it
That's the ball.
moving.
2-0.
It's 2-0 to Tierney.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Strike.
And that's a fastball. That
Two
is
balls.
hittable.
1 strike.
Out down the line. Tierney fouls that one back.
No.
And he works the count full. That one hit down the line, and that's foul.
Come on now. Get the pitch up there, kid.
And he struck him out with a changeup. Good pitch. Going away with the change. He's been pounding the zone with fastballs and good enough for a strikeout.
Now batting.
Oh, big guy.
The third
Hell's
baseman,
Wells hit a single that makes it 2-1, but here's Jacob now.
Hey, kid, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Got Bennett on second base again.
Ahoy.
Big swing and a miss. And Tierney another strikeout, not the debut you want.
Hey, nobody out now.
I think we have plenty of time though. He'll get it right with Tierney though. I don't have much to worry about, I don't think. Obviously Tierney's a project, he's got power, but we'll see. Bunting it. Tierney moving in on it. He misses the ball. It don't matter how good your fielding is on this game. You can overrun the ball at third base a lot on those punts. Definitely noticed that.
Ha. 0-1.
Tierney not getting hittable pitches, and we swing anyway.
1-1.
And he quick pitches us. Not a fan. Quick pitch just again, but that one fouled.
No one better. Need you right here.
And Tierney, swing and a miss, and the game is over. So I think he had 3 strikeouts that game. Not a game to remember. Gotta take the good with the bad though when you're playing down here. So it did auto save, so let's set ourselves back up online real quick. Let's just restart, yes. Hope we didn't mess anything up, just don't know what we're gonna do. If we We're back with Langford's played, and that's fine, I guess. Just I don't know anymore. I lost one of my road to the show files because of something stupid on this game, so I just don't want to lose my dynasty. I would kind of crush my spirit. I put a lot of months into this dynasty and this franchise. I mean, not calling it dynasty. I've been playing too much college football. But I put a lot of time into this, and it looks like we're all good. So a game with Double M against Daniel Espino, and he's on the trade block. And definitely an intriguing player that you could go for, and I've definitely seen what it would take, and it doesn't take as much as you'd think, but if it's necessary, we don't know yet. Langford's up to an 88 now. I think everybody in the lineup's about to hit double-digit home runs this season, man. This is kind of an intriguing thing. I don't think we've had that before. Let's go with Stephen Kwan in this game. Good to see Walker's on fire again. He's in 264 now. Soderstrom down to 267. He's kind of the new slumper. I'd like to get this series win, though. Let's get this game, and hopefully we have a good one. Double M on the mound. I feel confident in that.
The right fielder.
Here's Stephen Kwan against Daniel Espino.
One ball, no strike. Tuck. 1-1.
On a broken bat, and this is caught. Here it is, Yokensi Noel, one of their better younger players that has performed for them. Well gets on base.
Hey, your pitch, see it.
Here's Stephen Kwan with a runner at second base. And we hit the ball. Asking for a lot here.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Espino obviously having a career year. That one put into play, and this is going to be caught.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Davidson de los Santos. And that's on the ground to Kwan.
The batter.
Well, breaks the game open with a homer, and Espino still pitching in the sixth.
Yeehaw! It's 0-1.
Right over the inside part of the plate.
Take!
Come on, man. That one hit weakly and out, and we're not going to get a hit this video, I guess. We're just not going to do it. Theo, 2-0 on the ground. Miller in the game, and Now Quan getting tested. He didn't throw to third. The throw in is not in time, and Miller in a jam.
Leading up for the
3-0 now, and Espinal going for a complete game shutout, and he's owning us. Haven't done anything. Got 4 hits, so we're not gonna get no hit. But there's Quan. He finally shows up, and he's going for 2. And they're standing up. So maybe this can start a rally. And it doesn't. So we lose to a 38-win Cleveland team, or 28-win. Halfway uninspiring baseball. It was a 31-win team. I don't know where I'm getting my numbers from, but that's fine. And the series here is going to end, and we got to play against Ricky Titleman. Let's get another one in with Langford. You know, we just got to get Langford going. I think that'll help. But as soon as some people start getting going, other people start getting cold. So this team is just flawed, it seems. It seems like there's something missing. It's Shane Baz, and he's wearing number 13. He's making his first start. Up in the air, hit hard. Langford's not going to get it. And Jimenez going for third, and he's going to get there. A triple to start the game on Baz.
batting ninth, the center fielder,
Donaldson ties it.
Langford.
That one hit hard on the ground by Langford, but a little early, and that will be the final out. It's 2-1. Walker hits an RBI, and here's Langford.
Hey! No ball. 1 strike.
Playing on the 4th of July right now. These hats are cool. Yeah, looks like we're playing. This might be the 4th of July. I didn't even notice. Yeah, look, those hats are pretty cool. That one on the ground, and it will advance the runner, but Langford is out again. Back to not hitting the baseball again, and
The
he
designated
hits it.
hitter,
On
Tyler
triple.
Freeman.
Shane Baz still pitching strong in the 6th inning, better than Asal Lacy. Asal Lacy might have gave up 10 runs in the 1st inning. He pitched this game. It's good to see that Baz is working out so far. And I got high hopes for Baz. You know, he's kind of a shocking good player. You know,
Now
he
batting center fielder, Wyatt
definitely
Langford.
has been good for a 5th guy.
Whoa.
Cortez. Langford was just an all-star a year ago, and now he's struggling.
2-0.
Langford up in the air. It's caught.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman, Michael.
Even Quan hits an RBI double. It's the 8th inning now. Cortez 0 for 9 in the series is Langford.
Nope. Ball 1.
An 0 for 9 stretch, and you could blame 7 of those at-bats on me. 6 or 7 of them.
Strike. Woo.
That is a nice fastball on the inside. And again, how did that
You're out.
not work? That should have been a base hit. But Noel takes it away and doubles us up. Dane Baz is the player of the game in his first game as a Royal, though. He goes 7 strong, 10 strikeouts, 1 earned. Impressive. I definitely have respect for Baz in that game. That's good stuff. And it's almost the end. The MLB draft, not the NBA draft. That would be something irrelevant. We do win the second game, and last week for scouting, Ronald Estrella, not good. Sean Ortega is pretty solid. I like Ortega, but his hits per 9 and just kind of shaky. The walks per 9 is good, though. He's interesting. He might be something we do at the end. Really, anybody that we should be looking at. Floyd Brown, why did we... I should have finished him. Let's see if there's anyone in the later rounds that I should like. Hoffman's just not really what I want. Archie Glass is almost interesting. Let's get a look at Glass. I think that might be intriguing. Jeez, there's a lot of bad pitchers in here, I guess. We got Luis Camacho from Puerto Rico. Curtis Wilson. Kind of what we need, so let's... Oh, well, we just screwed that up. Let's go back to Curtis Wilson now. Is there anyone else that I should look at, though? Yeah, Tom Donaldson is 3rd on the board now. Yeah, if we can get Tom Donaldson in the first round, that is... I'm going to be pissed if we can't. Why not? Let's just put them both on that. I'm pretty set with who we have on the board. Just executing the draft is what's important. The Guardians, I already know they put Daniel Espinal on there. I see. It's definitely intriguing. You got a game against Josiah Gray here. We do win the series, so that's good news. 2 games back from Detroit. And a game against Chris Paddock, and we destroyed Chris Paddock. Very happy to see that. I didn't want to hop in to find out, because I hate Chris Paddock. But these next 2 games, I think we'll see what's good. Going against Jordan Blazovic. And I think it's time. Shane Baz is pitching again, huh? Let's use Gavin Cross in this one. And the Twins are the Twins. And we get to play at their very shadowy ballpark. Very tough to pick up the baseball in Twin Stadium, but get to do it anyway. And of course, it's one of those day games, so yeah, we're probably not going to be able to see the ball today. But we'll see what we can do. We're 4 games above 500 for, I think, the first time this year. Obviously, we have a pretty good pitcher on him. Now, Blazovic has actually put together a decent season. Not falling for that trap, though. I know what Blazovic is, and he's definitely not that guy.
Leading off for the Royals,
Soderstrom hits a grand slam off Blazovic.
Gavin Cross.
That's a ball.
Yeah, I mean, we could see the ball with the shadow over the bush there. That was kind of a very convenient shadow. That one hit weakly on the ground, and
Out.
Cross goes and sits down.
Leading off for the Twins, the second baseman, Tanner.
Tanner Schroeder. Base hit.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Eliezer Alfonso.
Is Eliezer Alfonso. That's a hell of a name. Baz. Base hit. This is trouble. Cross can't get it, and this is going to score a run. And Alfonso stays at second.
Leading off for the Royals,
Ellinger makes it 4-2.
Gavin Cross.
Blazovic, good pitch. And Cross, he got a good swing on it, but it doesn't go far enough. Verdugo makes the play. Junior hits an RBI. Here's a new breaker now.
Hey. No ball. 1 strike.
Hit 99. And Cross, weakly hit
Out.
and out. 5-2. Cross all over that ball, and can it go? It does for a double. There is Cross. Definitely, if you play the Twins, you want to hit it out to Bellinger or Verdugo, they're not the best fielders at this point in their career. Verdugo is alright, he's just limited with his speed and he doesn't have the best reaction. Bellinger's arm isn't the strongest either. Donaldson hits a home run. Langford drives in cross. The player of the game is Soderstrom, who goes 4 for 5 on Belazovic and company. And let's get into another game against these scummy Twins. Just kidding. I like the Twins, just not in this game. We go Gavin Cross again here against Gallen. He's down to 236. Yikes. It's cringe. Yeah, why not? I mean, might as well. Bats are starting to get better, and the team is starting to perform. We're now 5 games above 500.
The first baseman.
Trying to take the series against the Twins, and here's Tristan Casas, another one of my enemies. And they steal, and it's a hit and run executed well. Cross. Make the throw, and out of time.
Batting fourth. Batting eighth.
Almanzar gives up the lead, and here's Cross against Gallen. And he chopped it. Right to second base, and an easy out.
Yeehaw! It's 0-1.
I'd just love to hit that pitch one day, because they keep throwing it no matter what side of the plate I'm on. Oh, I'll take that pitch instead, actually. That's way better. Cutter that hung, and Cross fought about it, but he'll stay. It's tied now off Cross's double. Second double in as many games.
Now batting second baseman.
And Langford hits him in with a single.
Go ball.
See Langford come up clutch, and that's on the ground to Cross. Schobel. Another good hit. And Donaldson hits a 3-run home run and blows this game open. Now AJ Breaker's in the game again. He just missed on the curve. And he takes. He is in there. One of the slowest steals I think I've seen on this game, but it worked. And he just served up Cross to pitch the hit, but Cross is not going to get all of it. And Weekly hit up the middle for a base hit.
Now batting the
Here's
center
Cross in the 8th inning against Ray Kearns.
Ball.
What can Kearns do?
Wow.
Got a bunch of pitches, don't even care if he's got that many. It's probably just best not to think about it.
1-1.
Served Cross a fastball there, and Cross missed. Cross. Oh, he got robbed by the game. And make the error anyway. But Correa had no business making that play. This looks like a base hit all the way from cross, but look at Correa. Gotta love the show. Beamer hits a home run after Keith, and it is a 7-3 win for Kansas City and a sweep over the Twins. Almanzar, 6 innings, 2 earned. He's the man. He is the man this year so far. Joel Fong, a contusion on his shin will keep him out. He's been injured twice now this year. Yeah, I guess you put Leon in there and kind of just go with it. Is there anyone else? No, there's not, so we're fine with that. Should only be for a couple days. And this is the last series before the All-Star break and the draft. Leon, he's the replacement, and he's hurt now. What the heck? Now Joel Fong is in there playing hurt with a shin contusion. We have no one else that can play the outfield. I mean, is it Benny Feeds' time to play? Let's just put Benny in there and we'll sub in Jose Altuve. Hopefully Benny doesn't get hurt. Oh, he can't play center. So we fixed that. We know Andres Jimenez is on the trading block, and they took him off. Already looking to get rid of Luis Angel Acuna. He's having a pretty good year. Not playing bad at all. I mean, if he could hit righties, I mean, I'd be very interested in Acuna, but not interested in that skill set for that price. Got Andrew Vaughn getting shopped around, 17 homers. That's very interested. He's up to an 87. He's definitely putting one together. Mason Wynn. Evan Lux is always interesting. He is a pretty good player, man. He always gets on base. He's someone that you could actually count on usually. Ahmed Rosario is on there. Nelson Gibbons is on the trading block? He's only got 2 years left of club control, and Cleveland is putting everybody up for sale right now. Wow. Nelson Gibbons is on the trading block. Man, this is a super valuable deal right here. You get Robert Hassel for $1 million and 3 years of club control. He's definitely interesting. He's got speed. I don't know what the Nationals would be trading him for other than to... I don't know. It's not for me to think about, though, but a couple games to go before the draft. Let's play with some of these prospects, and let's head to Omaha to see who gets the nod in this game. Going against Kirby Cologne. Yoder up to 284. I forgot we did call Noah Curtis back to the majors. We haven't looked and seen what he's doing. Ignacio has been bad. Mark Carrara, 272, up to an 80 now. He is really putting together a great year. 7 vision boost. The vision was in the 30s, and now it's all the way up to 62. He has really put it together over the years. It's taken a long time to develop career to this point, but he is starting to, bring a little tear to my eye. He's actually figuring it out. Hiroshi Fong, only 229. Seeing good progression though, good vision. Villalobos down here in his first year starting. He's done alright. I didn't have high expectations, so he is seeing some growth. And we're kind of going with the approach of how we had the other guy that's on the majors right now develop, Carter Jensen. Martin Gonzalez tearing it up. He's hitting 347 and his 120 at bats that he's had. But I want to play with top prospect Mark Carrara in this game. The game's saying call him up. I'm saying I'm good. We'll let Carrera finish this year out. I'm not even going to call him up in September. I just don't need him on the team right now, and I don't think he's really going to provide that kind of boost to a team like this right now. I think, next year is more interesting. You got Miguel Garcia in his final year of his contract, and I think Carrera's actually, he could be the guy to just replace Garcia. I think Garcia's going to demand probably around $15 million would be my guess, and I don't think I'll pay him that kind of money unless he hits like 370. I'm just not interested in keeping Garcia. It's been fun having him, but he's getting older, and
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
it's just it's something we'll have to think about.
Come on, let's get one. Your pitch right here. Your pitch.
Pack. 0-1.
86 on the chain. You can only hit 91. What's the difference? Kind of pitched it we're used to. We just sat back and chilled on that one. Carrera, it's gone. A home run. He hung a changeup. Stupid choice. There's a home run. This is what he can do. He's got the power. He's got a good glove to go with it. He's basically the opposite of Garcia. Like when it comes to hitting, Garcia is a contact on base hitter. Mark Carrera is all slug. And, at third base, you want a power bat, man, that corner infield spot. And this is what he does.
Leading off for Louisville,
He's electric.
the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
It's been his season. This is easily his best season of development. We've seen years where he's hit 200 the whole year, even in Double-A ball. And he's hitting for a very respectable average up here in Triple-A now, and I'm very impressed.
He's out.
Here is Carrera. See if we can get another hanging change.
Pack.
Oh, it did not hang.
0-1.
2 outs, 2 on. And he did it again. Mark Carrera, his second home run of the game. Opposite field. No doubt about this one. 437. He barreled it. 15 on the year. I mean, if he continues to develop, maybe we do need him after all. I mean, if he's going to do this on a more consistent basis and get his attributes up to like a Donaldson level, it'd be interesting. This team can get very scary if this draft goes the
The
way
right
I
fielder,
want.
number 8.
If I can get the player I want at 24, I think another year or two from now the team is going to be very young and dangerous, and we'll have plenty of money to fill in the gaps. Once that happens, missing the ball there. That's surprising, but can't be
Now
perfect.
Now batting.
7-1 Willie Yoder hit him in, and here is Carrera going against Starnes, and he throws a little bit harder. He can hit 94.
That's the ball. 1-0.
880 on the OPS.
Hook.
Oh, he chased.
1-1.
That cutter, that high cutter is actually pretty, it's a pretty good pitch, I'll say. It can definitely pause for a chase.
Nice and patient, one at a time.
Ball.
Can't even get mad at the cutter spamming because I like to throw the cutter too.
Hook.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch. Struck out
And here we
Carrera.
go for the Storm Chasers.
Wow, he's got 4 home runs this series on 6 hits.
Carrera.
He's just been a problem all series. Came into the series with 11, and now he's at 15. This one is gonna hang and almost an out there. That one served, but a little bit late on it. Carrera, not quite enough power to get it over that wall. Maybe a year or two from now, he could hit that kind of home
The
run.
first baseman.
He needs to get a little bit more of it.
Here's our final line score. First, for the victorious Omaha Storm Chasers, 7 runs on Ken Hill. 1
2 home runs and 5 RBI, though, for top prospect Carrera. And yeah, I'm very happy with how he's performing. I'm probably not going to use him much anymore for the rest of the year unless we get to the AAA playoffs. I'm going to focus on other players. But definitely happy with that progress. And man, another bad game for Miguel Lopez. 6 earned. He is probably gonna have to make a move with him. I don't know if I would want to send him back down. If I send him down, I could go Collier or Harding. Collier's definitely got the edge. But then you also got Elvis Ruiz here, who is kind of interesting. I mean, the walks per 9 is kind of all these guys' problem other than Horner. What is it? Brian Starr is already. That's not him, actually. I'm thinking of Brian Barron. Yo, Lopez, 96 innings. How many earned runs? I bet you he leads the team in earned runs. Why are we looking at career, bro? Oh. So I hit accidents today. Yo, Lopez only has 4 quality starts and only 65 strikeouts. Yeah, Lopez has given up the most by far, and he's pitched in a lot less innings. He's not walking as many people as I'd imagine. I figured he'd be high on the walks too, but he is fourth on the team. Mason Miller has more walks. That's kind of his problem. But with strikeouts, I mean, he's behind everybody other than everybody. And yeah, Tuttle got shelled his first outing. Unfortunate. It's looking more at his man. Yeah, he's -6 WAR. Shane Baz is a 3.5 WAR player right now. Wow. And he's given up 2 home runs per 9. Well, we'll make that move during the All-Star break, but man, it's sad watching Miguel Lopez struggle so much. Do I just go with Louis Onder again? Should I just bring Louis Onder back? Curtis is hitting .34 in his 29 at-bats. Are you kidding me, bro? What? This team, man, is so frustrating this season, I'll say that, but wow. Some of these players I had expectations for are just spitting in my face with it. I mean, we could call Avila back up and kind of let him play again. I'm not against giving Louis Onder a month. 20 games, start 10 quality. I mean, he's got experience at least. I mean, I know what I'm going to get from him. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as Miguel Lopez because he was a good WAR player. He can get strikeouts. Let me just do that now. It's time to make that move again. And while we have Avila, we might as well use him. And it was kind of early to jump the gun on Lopez to pitch, but you know, he had a good spring training. I kind of wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Obviously didn't work though. And I mean, I think Lopez has struggled almost on every level to begin his career, so you know, it's just kind of part of the ride, I guess, with Lopez. You know, he'll get better though. I got the alarm going off, jeez. So still not getting the innings. I don't understand. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take our chances with that. Only a half game back from Detroit after all of this struggling, but 2 games left against San Diego. Joel Fong is no longer injured, and he will be back. But we have to go to the draft now, and I don't add people to the queue, but I will try to keep a mental note. Tom Donaldson, he's my guy. If I get him, I'm going to be like doing what Detroit did when they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to be throwing up fist bumps in the air. I'm going to be happy. This is the guy I want right here, Tom Donaldson. And obviously, If he's not there, then I could think about Howard Hanna. We got Bernard Weber, who's #1 on the board. Got a lot of options. You got McGinnis. You got Floyd Brown, who's climbing. You got Chachin, who I won't touch actually, but McCabe is. I would like McCabe. I mean, Boone Yeager is interesting. We didn't finish him though, and that would probably keep me away. And then later on, Winston Bryant, definitely gonna consider him at even 36 perhaps. You know, he's got that kind of thing on me. Got Chase Sanger, Diego Fuentes. Very intrigued with him. I'd love to get him in the second round. He looks very good from Puerto Rico. And he might be really good off the rip, and we'll see. And who else do we have that I like? Got Charlie Copeland from the left fielder. So yeah, probably gonna take. That's how I would rank them. Yeah, maybe Copeland before Fuentes. Or I just wait for Copeland and hope that he's there. He's definitely intriguing for sure too. And I kind of know he's going to be at least a B potential. He's probably going to be high B potential would be my guess. But if he's A potential, that's, that's even cooler. Let's see if that catcher that I looked at is alright though. Archie Glass is just a meh. I mean, I still could be interested, but he did opt out of the exam, so that's also a sketchy process. Let's get into the draft. This is gonna take a while. We only picked 24 again, and we're gonna sit here and hope and pray another year where the New York Mets have the #1 pick. I think this is the third time they have the #1 overall pick. Maybe this time, the #1 pick, the Mets take Todd Young, a starter. They've done starter back-to-back years. His second pick is Toronto Blue Jays, who take Rich Gutierrez. And with the third pick, Miami takes Boone Yeager. So they go starter heavy again. That's kind of their philosophy. They value the high-end starters, and they might have got another one. The A's have been pretty good at drafting lately, and here is their pick, Thomas Morales. Interesting pick. Didn't even look at him, so he might be pretty good. The A's are pretty good at drafting. The Reds take Garrett Chipper. I like Garrett Chipper. Maxwell Rivera goes off the board, and Austin Gomez follows suit. Kind of a reach there. Here are the White Sox, and they take Richard Fink. And we thought about taking Fink, but he wasn't great and high on our scale after the first little look at him. Here's Forrest McLaughlin. The Cleveland Guardians get a really potential good starting pitcher from college. Sam Castro, the #2 player, goes to Colorado, and man, he could be really good, and a lot of teams might be wondering why they didn't pick Sam Castro. There's Miguel Correz, and he is a starter with a good mix. Juan Valencia is now a Twin. They need to fill in their starting pitching. And this one might be a good one. You got Tommy Kang from South Korea. Thought about looking into him, but I just wasn't into starter this year. Andres Trujillo. Definitely like his skill set, but just wasn't grading out right. But I mean, the hits per nine is great. Armando Ojeda, a left fielder, and he's injured, but the in-state rivals take him anyway. And Diamondbacks take Tom Donaldson. Unbelievable. I wanted Tom Donaldson terribly bad, man. And Roland Herman goes to Chicago. Here's Boston. They take Ronald Berrecia, and he will be the Devers replacement potentially. Alfonso Padilla goes to Washington. Damn, man. They took Tom Donaldson. He was the guy for me, man. Scouted him 1 week and already knew. Giancarlo Herta goes to to the Mariners. The Braves pick now. They take Thomas Ortega, the 8th best player on the board. Bernard Weber wants $10 million. And he is really, I don't think, in the same range as Howard Hanna. His hits per nine looks pretty disgusting, but he's got weird pitch mitch. And Hanna does as well. Got McGinnis here. He's pretty much reliever heavy at this point. You don't want to reach and just take Winston Bryant with this pick. I don't think that's right. He's just too raw. You need a prove-it guy with this pick. So it really comes down to who do you want to give all this millions of dollars to? And I mean, Hannah's ranked 4th on the board. He probably would have been higher if we finished. The strikeouts, the home runs, the walks are concerning. But he's got a high velocity fastball, 96 on the slinker, and he's got a wipeout slider. Then you look at Brown, he's got the walks under control. He's a little bit less potential high, but I mean, he's got a running fastball, a change, a curve, and a splitter. He doesn't walk, he doesn't give up many home runs. He's got pretty good stand-up projections. Then you got McGinnis here, who I just don't think with the money he's asking for is kind of worth it, even though he is the same exact range as Howard Hanna. And yeah, this is you could go Christopher McCabe as well. He is very intriguing, and I like what he can do. His walks per nine isn't as bad, and he's still got the upside of strikeouts and hits per nine. But he wants $4 million. I think we can make it work with one of these guys, and honestly, it comes down to Brown or Hanna for me. And I think those walks per nine is very bad for Hanna. But then with Brown, he doesn't have the strikeouts. I think I could take the risk with Hanna, man. I really do. I think he can overcome his walk per nine stuff. I don't think it'll be the end of the world. His control is kind of bad too, but mm, I think we'll take the risk and go with Howard Hanna here. You know, he's got too much velocity, too much arm talent to pass on. I think he'll be all right. And he'll probably be like a setup guy for the team when he develops for Walter Wannabe. Walter Wannabe is definitely the closer of the future. Howard Hanna could earn a setup role in front of him and be very good. Robert Farley, we were in on him, but just didn't work out, and he's injured as well. Rico Santiago. Very disappointed that we didn't get Tom Donaldson, and I'm probably not going to make a trade for him. That's kind of just, they got their new Ketel Marte, and we just missed out on him just having too good of a draft pick, you know? It's just unfortunate. You know, it's a good problem to have, but sometimes you're going to miss out on your number one player. And definitely was. Orlando Rosa goes to Houston, and we'll see how he turns out. You got Chris Lugo there. The Brewers take Ryan Cox. Bernard Weber finally goes off the board. Arizona stockpiling assets. There goes Peter Matthews. The Pittsburgh Pirates select Val Navarro. And the Colorado Rockies now on the board. They take Robbie McGinnis. Now, pick 36 is definitely interesting. We'll see. I think we got to go with Bryant here. He's got too much of an upside left-handed bat. He can run. I mean, I don't know, actually. Diego Fortes actually is, I think, who I should take first out of the two. Because if I want to risk losing one, I think I'd rather be Fuentes than him. If I can get all three of these guys, I think it'll make up for the fact that I didn't get Tom Donaldson. And I mean, do I believe in the potential more in Bryant than Fuentes? I think I'm willing to take the risk that Fuentes is as good as I think he is. He's got the bat to go with it. Let's take Diego first. And we'll hope and pray that Winston Bryant doesn't get touched. Next pick, there he goes. No, I'm just kidding. But there's Carlos De La Rosa off the board. Eugene Lawrence. Gabriel Chin is a Yankee. We got a very long wait now to wait and see if Brian gets here. And you know, getting Fuentes, I feel better than knowing I might not be able to get him. So hopefully Bryant is still there. There goes Chase Zager. See Tanner off the board. There goes Morgan Wells. They go starter pitching again in the second round. The Twins are collecting talent, and knowing the Twins, they probably got some decent ones. They are pretty good at drafting. Floyd Brown, he goes to Arizona. They are having a killer draft right now. They get Floyd Brown with the second round pick. He fell all the way down. And he's a good player. I mean, I definitely contemplated him taking him in the first round, but just didn't make the move. We're definitely going to keep an eye on a lot of these players to see how they graded out. See if we screwed up any of these picks. There goes Tim Liss. Errol Whitehead off the board. Johnny Dickens at the bottom there. Got Milt Stapleton. Christopher McCabe goes all the way to 55 to the Dodgers. That's one thing about the draft I don't like. I don't like watching good players that I know are good go to teams that I don't like. And the Dodgers get Christopher McCabe. So another talented player for them. And he's intriguing for sure. Clarence Sueikos to Pittsburgh. And Grover Robinson gets drafted for the second year in a row. It is Tampa Bay's turn. Kirk Elliott is their pick. They go another shortstop after getting Tejada. Don't understand that, but you know, it's kind of like their Chad Bennett, I guess. There's Mike Odom. Kobe Donaldson. He ranks pretty high on the board. We didn't scout him, but I mean, the White Sox might have got a steal there. There's Ronald Gonzalez. We know he's not the best, but he doesn't look terrible. Lyle Maloney. He ranks pretty good. Miami got another good one. There goes Sergio Perez, and we definitely contemplated putting more time into him, and this one might come back to bite if he turns out alright, but I just wasn't sold. Alan Wallace goes, and here is round C of the compensatory rounds. Jeez, how many times is that going off? Jeff Ullman looks pretty solid. Brady Ratliff goes to Cincinnati. How many of these do you have? You got free compensatory players. There goes John Franzi. Why not? Just take them all. Shortstop, and now they go starting pitcher Luis Chavez. If this was the Rockies franchise, we probably would have drafted him, because that's all we do. Diego Ornelas goes to Milwaukee, and he's injured. Detroit Tigers, William Donnelly. Looks pretty solid for them. And the Cleveland Guardians take Wade. So now it's Copeland and this is pick 74. We can wait for Copeland, I believe, but Winston Bryant probably should take now. Manuel was another guy I wanted to look into, but I just feel like he's a bust. And I can trust my draft board a little bit more than I can trust ratings. And no, I don't want to add him to the draft queue. I want to draft him. Yikes, there's Winston Bryant. And here is Baltimore with their next pick. They take Terry Newton, the first baseman. Now it is the Toronto Blue Jays who take Muhammad Lawrence. Another guy that I looked at the beginning, just didn't really like his, his rankings and all that. Matt Bellamy. Now Esteban Valencia. He didn't rank highly on the board, but he does have some pretty good skills, projectably. He's got a good mix. You never know. Gilberto Francisco. Heck of a name. Another starter to their death. Nate Galvin. Levi Sixto from the Dominican Republic. There goes Gary Fisher to Tampa Bay. They add another pitcher. One with projectably good pitching and from Missouri. Charles Hall. Brian Zarco goes off the board. And here goes Sammy Cedino. Johnny Machado, the third baseman from Missouri. There's Spencer Major, another starting pitcher for the Twins. They continue to add arms. Kind of having like a draft that we had in our first year. The Twins might have a good team again in like 4 or 5 years. I guess they're taking the Royals rebuild approach. Just adding arms. Good players, hopefully. Chris Prado goes to Milwaukee, and Andreas Domingo off the board. Here's Arizona. They've continued to take good players, and they take Hogan. And I mean, he did climb the board a little bit. We'll see how good he is. They've had a heck of a draft. Detroit. Jermaine Rush. Not projected high. I think we scouted him for a week because he did have good power projected, and it didn't work that way. Darren Ketro, another closer, and he goes on. Greg O'Connor, forgot about Greg O'Connor. He goes to the Red Sox. Washington takes William Dietrich. Here's San Diego. They take Luis Santos. Looks pretty solid. Malcolm Pydra, a second baseman. Sean Finnegan goes, so that means Charlie Corplin has fallen to us. And yep, let's make this pick as quick as we can and get out of here. Fernando Manuel goes off the board. I don't blame him, but it just wasn't sold. Tony Sandoval. And there's Jimmy Manuel. He's from Vermont, though. Martin Hubbard goes to Pittsburgh. Houston now takes Billy Hoffman. And the World Series San Francisco Giants select Chris Bell. And here are Toronto picking now. They take Doug Cullen. The Mets take Joseph Reyes, a center fielder. And yeah, I don't know. Who should we probably take? We got Julio Rivera here. Definitely could be alright. He's got a projectably good slider and curve and change and all that stuff. We also got Claude Jensen. He's got good walk per 9. Fastball changeup in the split. Sean Ortega, another lefty, but he doesn't have the better stats, so I think we'll see. Luis Lopez, a GTA 4 legend, he's going to New York City, and he's not going to Liberty City. He's going to play for the Yankees. Luis Lopez, if he was from the Dominican Republic, I would have just died. Arturo Delgado and Truman Martins goes to Colorado. I just realized something. I had thought that Cleveland took Forrest McGoffin, but this is the Cubs, so this is Cleveland. I hate that their logos are so similar. They need to do something, man. Maybe change the color to C and the background. Jonathan Quinlan. I can't believe the only player I wanted got taken in front of me. And it doesn't seem like anybody else is going to get taken from me. Kenneth Davis goes. I mean, here's Arizona again, so hold our breath. They do like to take our players. They take Beal. I was dying. If we could have got Tom Donaldson to go with Witt and all that, that would have been great, man. That's ideally like a perfect Colt Keith replacement. Jackie Fellows goes to Cleveland. Michael Dutzman goes. I think I looked at him early on too. He just didn't project super well. Outdoors Santana goes, and here's San Diego again. They take Rich Moraine. Here is Seattle to go with Peter Yamaguchi from New York. Julius Rodriguez goes. And yeah, we got Julio Rivera here. There's no like surprises up here, so let's just go with Julio Rivera from Puerto Rico. And I think he'll be alright. I think he'll probably have around B potential, hopefully. And he'll be a very good player for us in the future, perhaps. or just someone we trade, but I think we've definitely went after the best players that we could in each spot. I mean, the first round pick kind of a little bit, up for air. We probably could have gotten better, but if we got Tom Donaldson, it wouldn't have mattered. One of these years, I'm gonna get a good player that's good off the rip, and it's gonna matter one day. Carter Coyle goes off the board from Mississippi. And there goes Larry Lane to San Francisco. Mike Iverson is still there. That's who I should have scouted. I think I screwed up with that one. There's no left fielders? Someone took Woody Boner? Who took Woody Boner? Mike Iverson goes. We could take a risk on Mike Santos. I mean, that's another first baseman we're adding, but definitely an option. Or you could just go the safe route and take like a Craw Jansen. It's kind of an interesting situation. I don't know. Let's just add him to the draft queue just in case I run out of time. I think I'm in on Mike Santos if he falls. I'll take the risk on an injured player in the 5th round. I don't think he'll be there next round. Sal Watson. Not ideal. Here's Boston picking Enrique Tejada. Now Washington's pick. They take Mike Santos, you sons of guns. I hope you are injured now. I'm sorry. I don't, but that'd have been a great value pick right there, I believe, but ooh, nah, I don't think we take Antonio. Lopez, no way, you're not that good. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with the board and go with Craw Jensen then. I pick 189, and I mean, why didn't Sean Ortega pop up? I would have took Sean Ortega there. Oh wait, nah, well, probably isn't as good actually, but got Sammy Cordero here, Felipe Ramirez, Luis Camacho. Yeah, Ortega is definitely would be the guy we pencil in there. Freddie Stevens goes to Cincinnati. They have like 700 catchers now. Darren Wells. Definitely contemplated taking him, but Caro Murillo. Gardner goes. Antonio Crespo goes to Colorado. There goes Sammy Santo. Wish I would have seen him. I would have took him. Didn't even see that. Maybe I just skipped over him and wasn't paying attention. Alex Vera, another 99 potential guy. That's what I was looking for before I took the reliever guy. Kelly and Dixon. Maybe it's because they discovered him and I didn't. Archie Glasgow's. Maybe is that Discovery then? Nah, because I mean they're on the draft board. Philip Rule. There's Jody Pena. Fabio Acevedo? Yeah, Acevedo. Darrell Pearson. Oops. Got Garrett here. Alfonso Casto. Felipe Ramirez goes. Alright, let's just go Sean Ortega here. And we're not going to take Mike Kaufman, even though we tried to discover catchers early on, just didn't work out. But that's the draft. I feel pretty good about it. Obviously, we didn't get numero uno that we wanted, though. Tom Donaldson, the third best player on our board, gets scooped up at 16. And yeah, what could have been? What could have been? Looks very good at second base, but all good. We take Howard Hanna. We go in the second round. We take switch hitting third baseman Diego Fuentes, and he looks very good from Puerto Rico. And then we take Winston Bryant at pick 74. You know, we hope he's just really good at potentially. And then with pick number 99, we take Charlie Copeland from Missouri. And he looks pretty solid potentially. Know he's going to be a good player, and hope he develops quicker than quick. Then you got Julio Rivera. Very solid, projectably. Rod Jensen. And then to finish it off at 189, we took Sean Ortega. So I think it was pretty good. Could have been even better, but I'll take it. And finishing it off, the Padres beat us 9-8. Gonna stop simulating here at the All-Star break. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A little bit shorter. We only went like 2 weeks, but the draft always is important. And I hope you guys had a good one. I'm out of here.